Hi, my name is Esther and I'm a stutterer. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a very serious video and I'll try as much as possible not to cut the video randomly. So guys, I'm a stutterer. I've always been a stutterer my entire life and I've always been a stutterer my entire life. I was born a stutterer because my dad was once a stutterer, and from what I heard, he was a chronic stutterer. Like, those people that used to, yeah, he was that bad. But growing up to know him, I never saw him stutter, not even once. I never did, and it was very confusing because being a child, I was surrounded with people who was like, kids being kids. They mocked me. Some tried to talk the way I used to talk, and etc. 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 So, and me as a person, I'm a talkative. My mom used to call me parrot because I'm a talkative. I talk a lot, you know. I love to talk, and as a child, I did not know how to control that. So it made me talk, and when I try to talk, I start hooking because I'm a stutterer. I stammer, and it's the fact is it's embarrassing, and that just remains the fact. I'm sweating. I'm so sorry. I'm so sweating. The weather is hot for some reason. So I had to. My mom tried to make me control it, like control it, and it was very hard because I got mocked about it a lot, a whole lot, until I devised a way to control it. And that way has helped me a lot because as you can see right now, I am talking and you are not hearing me stutter. I'm so sorry, the video cut because the um the video cut, I'm sorry. So I will try and edit it less to like cut out whenever if I stutter or not. I don't know if that makes sense. So I devised a way because um when I was still in primary school, a friend, a male friend, then he I don't know what we were talking about, kids being kids, and he made mention like you don't stammer when you are singing, and I was like, you're right, bro, that is true. And it was from that day that I realized that you just have to find what works for you. I don't know if that makes sense. So I started observing that truly when I'm singing, I do not stutter. And that is a plus. But when I'm talking, I do. So I started observing my speech, observing when I talk, and observing a lot of things. I observed it to the extent that before some words come out from my mouth, I know I will stutter if I want to say this word. There's a fucking fly. Before I say some words, I know before I say this thing, I will stutter. I will stutter in the word that. I'll stutter in the word this. Also, I know that was how observant I became for my speech disorder. So due to that, I started like observing. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. And growing up, I was exposed to a lot of like movies, and I'm the kind of person that copy accents. I copy accents a lot. Like I can watch a movie right now, and if they have an accent, be it British, American, Indian, whatever, hearing it for a long time, I start talking like them. Do you get? And I observe that whenever I do copy accents, I don't stutter. I observed that, and I was like, oh. So the video cut again. So I observed that okay, when I'm talking in accents, I do not stutter. I observed that the only time I do stutter is when I'm talking with a normal Nigerian accent or when I'm trying to speak pidgin. When I am trying to speak pidgin, oh my god, it was a battle before I could actually contain my stuttering when I'm speaking pidgin. It is bad. It was very hard, but I observed that speaking in accents help me, or having an intonation or a tone, whatever, it helps my stuttering, and that was my personal observation. So it may not be same for other stutterers out there, but that also worked for me. And when I did ask my dad what worked for him, I didn't ask him. My mom told me what worked for him. When she told me that he devised the means of talking slower when he was much more younger, and the fact that he started talking slower, it just became a part of him. And the stuttering eventually left. I've never had him stutter, even when he's talking fast. Even he hardly talks fast though, but I've never had him stutter. So that's what works for him. And I also implemented that in my own um journey, trying to talk slower. It's not working, but I used to try. But what actually works for me is talking in accents. Like I'm talking right now. You may not think I'm talking in any accent, but in my head, I'm not talking the way a normal Nigerian would talk, my normal Nigerian accent. Do you get? So it's helping me contain that. And I'm not speaking pidgin, the Nigerian pidgin, so it's helping me contain that as well. Talking in British accents or talking in a British accent or an American accent or whatever the case may be, it helps me a whole lot, and he helps me contain it. And even times when I tend to implement the Nigerian accent or whatever the case may be, it doesn't show that much. And I've been able to contain stuttering so much, stammering, stuttering, same thing. I've been able to contain it so much that people don't even know I stutter. Unless I tell them, maybe we're having a conversation and whatever I just come to, I'm like, oh, I used to stutter, I'm a stutterer. They'll be like, hmm? It's a lie. I'm like, yeah, if you just listen closer, you will hear it. And then they tend to listen closer and they say sometimes they hear it, sometimes they don't. So I am still in my journey. I'm still working through it. Although there are sometimes it tends to come out. Times that like I'm nervous or shy, nervous or stuff like that. But then I still maneuvering my way through it and people still do not know. And yeah, I just said to share that stutterers out there, you just have to be observant of what would work for you and just go with it. Mine was trying to talk slower and talking in accents. It helps me a whole lot. And being observant of when I want to stutter and when I do not want to stutter. Not like you can't stop yourself from doing it. It's very weird actually. I just wanted to say that. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I don't know what to say again, so yeah, bye.